Welcome back, Pumptown and friends. I hope you're doing great. I hope you had a great evening. Let's check out the shenanigans. Oh my goodness, seeing this happen after market close was thoroughly annoying. And if you're new here and hanging out with me, you'll notice that my targets, if they're not hit intraday, it's likely going to be right after the freaking open for nighttime trading. This happens so often, you wouldn't believe it. So multiple times I was looking for a long and looking to target, which was the flout above the market. Wanting to flip this purple box here all day. And so finally, we'll get into why that's annoying in a minute. But let's just take a look skip-oo here. So we've got a new day opening gap. And this was our indigo type. And it's kind of arguable, but I don't know. It's whatever. Definitely a fair value gap here. Shift in structure, 2022 model. Our bullish order block. Here we'll measure mean threshold. And of course, by no surprise, it nailed it and flipped out of control for the open. That was amazing. That was amazing. I didn't see it. My wife all said, "Did you see NASDAQ?" And I was like, "No, I was busy." And she's like, "Look at it." And it did this. Very cool. Very cool. So today, I was primarily focused on the 1 hour time frame. It just made the most sense because there's a lot of chop. So let's have this on our charts. Let's make sure that that's the close there. Eight, 4, 6, 7, 5. Yes. Yeah, so before I continue here, let's go into the 5-minute and grab the flout. So this right here, the midway point of this entire range here, that was my terminus for the day. This is what I was looking for. So if you are like, I'll be real with you. I'm not really into leaving trades overnight. It's not that I can't, it's that I just rather be safe than sorry, because this could have gapped down the other way if it wanted to. So I was even saying to my wife, like, I feel like leaving it over. I'm not even joking. She'll back my play on that one. And then I was like, no. But anywho, once we snap this off the second deviation of Asia's range down here, this is where I started to get quite excited and looking for a position today. So once we found that sensitivity here, I was immediately aiming for the equal highs in this purple box above here. And the midway point of that range there, delineated by the blue box. So that was my target. Subsequently, it ended up hitting the first standard deviation of Asia's range above the market. Now, I know that the day ends here and the candle's day closes here, but this is, if you are brave enough, I'm not yet, admittingly, to hold trades overnight and put up the overnight margin for it, then go ahead, okay? But I'm not at the moment. However, because our day ends and begins at midnight, this is, my targets were here for the end of the day. My end of the day is midnight, so target acquired. And that's not even close to cherry picked. It's just, I just wasn't afforded the opportunity to be in that trade. That's all. Wah. I know. When that happens, you guys, because I just have this no after hours trading rule. Unless I see something coming in London and it's completely obvious, higher time frame wise, and everything's in alignment, yes, I will take a trade, go to bed. Typically, many times wake up in profits. And we call them sleepy time trades around here. So that was pretty sweet. Target acquired. And we've seen our deviation above the market. Boop. Totally random, by the way, because that price point there does not move. You can't move it. It's this price range here. And it's one equal part of that range. Right there. Two equal parts of that range. The purple line down here, that's one. Boop. And two. This one fell shy of it, and that's fine. You got to front run stuff like this. It's not always going to be ridiculously military grade perfect every time where it's to the tick. Sometimes we like it not to touch. Sometimes we like it to go through a little bit. That's what you kind of study along the way. So now that we're here and we've got these two ranges again, hey, look at that. And it's Wednesday. So let's note the open of the week. That's here. Now, sadly, because we came and breached this in this unfavorable time frame here, we came down a little deeper beyond that open. So this draws a little bit of concern for me. Now, I am bullish. I just want to see it go up. So this new day opening gap here, the first standard deviation lands here. So if price wants to get down into here tomorrow for FOMC, maybe it even comes back down for another deviation, or maybe the flout here. Whatever, I'm just going to be looking for my model. So the same thing with the PM session. Okay, you see this little crude depiction? That's this here, that trade I took with you guys in the PM session. That's that right there. It dips down, takes the stops from the buying pressure here. So that's this here. It's just fractaling off, in my opinion. And then maybe we can start working out this, because this is a larger bull flag that's been stopped out. So I would like to see a reversal. Now, here's why I'm kind of thinking maybe we dump down here, is because this aligns with some things down here where if we came down here for these relative equal lows, that would be awesome. The thing is like, if we're looking for a midweek reversal, that means that yesterday's low is not in. That's what that means. So I'm going back to my higher time frames. That candle's already ridiculously big. Oh, that's funny. It's funny because it's already expanded and we have FOMC tomorrow. Like, it's just hilarious. So this is why it'll be important to use the midnight open, because the candle's open is here, but midnight's open is clearly up here. So let's mark that off. Well, we got it marked off. It's there. So that'll be the open of the daily candlestick. So it's not that we're ignoring this, but because this is a bull flag in a rather premium market, we would anticipate that the liquidity below would want to get rated first. So this is kind of what I'm after here. Now I'm going to go back to the 1 hour time frame and just double check that level with things in here. And look at that. A beautiful breaker. A beautiful, beautiful 1 hour breaker with a unicorn fair value gap. So I'm going to draw that out and then go to back to the daily time frame, because I want whatever I'm doing to align with something. And look, we got this gimpy little gap down here. There's a fair value gap right here. We dapped it, sure. But we can definitely that's those equal lows. That's the equal lows down there. So this here, that does the 1 hour breaker. Also aligns with this larger breaker here. So this whole thing. So there's a lot going on down here. And of course, we have this on the back of our minds. Now, the thing is like, are we just anticipating up only and that's it? No. That's kind of irresponsible. But the 3 candles that made the swing high have been tagged here at the low. So this specific model has done its job. So I would say that if we can stay above here, we're bullish. And we'll attack this bear flag's liquidity here still. So this would be our major buy side. This is what I want to see. And this is not gun to my head. This is my analysis. I want to see a dip tomorrow and then rip up into this and then come down for this if it wants to come all the way down from here. I'm going to show you something. NASDAQ all-time history. Now, I know this is going to seem cherry-picked and whatever, and I have students that have been with me for a while. But when we dumped to this guy here, okay, when we were in the actual contract, when we dumped to this high here, the contract actually tagged that to the tick. It was gorgeous, and we just went literally up only from there. So sure, when we're here and we've made the swing high, and I'll zoom in, okay, so after we were down in that breaker and we come up and we make a swing high, sure, but it gets taken right away. This one as well, we make a swing high, sure, it dips around for a little bit with a couple of compression candles, but takes it, subsequently making one here and a higher low here. Look at the rudeness and how it took these relative equal highs here. It was so rude. Actually, that was a contract change. It gapped open up into the buy stops. It was just horrific for anybody short because there was so much doom here, you guys. It was so funny. Sam called the bottom too publicly, and it just kept mooting, and people are like, yeah, anyway, it was awesome. But that's kind of where we stand. We've dipped into trillions of dollars of liquidity, and we've clearly seen a smart money reversal. So we have this swing high here, and do we just start bouncing and just rip without coming down into this fair value gap? Ooh, we just found another one. Let's see if that coincides with this. Yes, we've just about slipped me by there. So there is a inefficiency here and one in here, so I'm gonna have to include the whole thing, and that's it right there. Wow, no wonder it launched out of there. That's amazing. So look, because it's FOMC and things can kind of throw a wrench into things, I did really good the last 2 days, so I'm not going to be just dying to look for a trade. I will be live with you guys tomorrow afternoon during the whole shenanigans, so if I see something, I'll say something. Like today was pretty sweet, right? Pretty much to the point, very dynamic, no drawdown. That's the type of stuff that I want to look for, and only that. Like I'm just like, I'm at such a state at ease. I pray that you guys find half of this. I really do. Because this is amazing. Yeah, I seen that 8,000 ticks on the open. Did you grab that? Oh, this thing, did you grab any of that? What do you mean you wish? I said, Sammy does. The crypto lifer does understand bull flags and a premium. Absolutely, man. He freaking shorted this. I watched him. As a matter of fact, the first time I seen him short a bull flag, I started howling. I lost control. You wouldn't even understand. Like you know when like people hit like home runs, or your kid hits a home run for the first time or something like that. Like you're just like losing it. Because I was laughing, dude. It dove so hard for 3 days straight when he shorted that. Because I was looking at this double bottom. You want to know the realness of this? I was really looking for this. When we were here, I was looking for a nice discount here. And I'm so butthurt that I'm still butthurt I never got that. The third maybe double bottom in Bitcoin's entire history that actually reversed price for good. Anyway, this short was hilarious, and he does it all the time, man. That guy's been on fire for like the last year and a half, just killing it. Like, if he's offside, it's trippy because he's just like, hey, what's going on? Why isn't things working? And he's totally like getting used to that intraday now. He's on another level, that guy. He actually took something, retail, and applied a little bit of sauce to it from, one of his buddies, and now he's flourishing. And you need a little trust in his model, that's all. It's been a great time. So, back to the NASDAQ Reno. I can't believe you made me do that. That was gross. Just kidding. This is what I'm looking at, and I don't really know what to expect. I really don't. I want to aim for here, and I'm going to. And tomorrow afternoon, so just so you guys are aware, trading pre-FOMC is likely going to slap you silly, beyond belief. Just take my word for it. Just hang out and study price action. Know what it's like. If it's garbage tomorrow, I don't want people to get hurt, but I want you to experience what it's like to sit there and do nothing with an expectation of price being totally trashy, and you going, oh wow, I was able to sit out and forecast trashy price action, because that's next level stuff. If we dip into a pool of liquidity and everything's good and it's obvious, then you have a trade. But go in tomorrow with the mindset that you're just there to study, and things will suddenly become a lot more clear to you. God bless you guys. Thank you for joining, and we will see you tomorrow. Peace.